That's a beautiful shot right down Main Street of the fairway. As we're new to the streaming of golf, we'll get better camera angles here in a minute, but good couple of shots here from these two gentlemen.
Yeah, good way to start the day. 2 good hits from the start. Still waiting on their names, but we'll get those to you shortly.
You can tell it's a good piece of hitting if they're coming down this far.
Yeah, it looked like 2 strong hits early. Good way to start the day here.
We've got Chase and Simon coming up next. And those that just hit are from the Utah Sports Golf Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow. Here comes Chase up to hit. Brian.
You can see there some of our Utah Sports Utah Sports Hall of Fame fellas as they're picking up one of their balls. Looks like we're playing a scramble here today. Got a iron shot coming up here from about 100 yards out from the fairway, or from the green, excuse me.
Good ball.
The shot not bad. It's going to be just short and just right of the bunker, just below the green. Not terrible, like you were saying, Teague.
Yeah.
You can see our view from the green. Taking some practice shots over here. All right, here he goes. He steps up to it. Going to be right there. There you can see just in front of the green. Good shot there from our friends at the Utah Sports Hall of Fame.
All right, switch back to the guy hitting.
Again, about 75, maybe 100 yards out from the hole. Good shot there, moving his feet as we take a look at, if we can see where the ball is going. Definitely one of the more challenging sports that we film, trying to follow a white ball with an iPhone camera. It can be a little bit difficult, but luckily for us, there's more people to film.
Yep.
Looks like he's got his wood out there. And it's on the green.
A little bit of celebration happening down there. He's really happy about that hit.
Excited indeed. I would be too after a shot like that. You can land it on the green in 2 shots, especially on a hole like. Pick up the ball in the bunkers. His teammate had the better shot. They'll play from there. Oh, look at that good sportsmanship as well, making sure to rake it.
Keeping this course nice.
One of the nicest courses here in the state of Utah, probably only behind the Black Desert or the Black Diamond Golf Club down in the St. George area. It's hosted. All right, and we're back. Sorry about that. We've got Simon up here with his first drive of the day. There's got a chip shot about 15 yards out.
Good position to be in.
All right, after 7 practice swings, here we go. Beautiful chip. That one might go in. That's going to be just short. Going to be about a 7-foot putt as they aim for birdie.
Text him, Pablo. Then move a little closer.
Here we go, shot number 2 from that same spot. Decided to go with the putt, and that one's going to be a little bit shorter, so they'll go with the other ball. See what these gentlemen can do over here. You got a nice view here. Caleb's camera right in prime position to see some of these shots. Chips it, and that was going to be left just long.
There's a tree in the way. He needs to move a little further that way on the course.
We got some golfers on the tee box as we finish our last shot up there.
You know, Wes and Carlos are up next at the tee box. See if that camera's looking a little.
Couldn't quite see where their drives went. We'd assume they're good. Or for par, excuse me. Ooh, gonna leave that one just right of the hole. A little bit of break that he wasn't expecting. Thought it was gonna break to the right, but he'll come in for the bogey. We'll see if his teammates can follow up with better shots.
Jeez.
Just missed. Heartbreaking right there, just around the edge of the hole. Was playing mini golf yesterday, had a couple of those myself.
Yep.
A little bit different stakes, but you hate to see it lip out like that.
Another one, dang.
Again, just on the outside of the cup. Brutal brutal day here for these athletes.
This is awesome.
All right, here we go, the final putt from the 4-man. Again, we're playing best ball here at the Thanksgiving Point Golf Club. We're excited to be out here. We're on hole number 1. Got a 370-yard par 4, and he's going to miss it just to the right again. So they're going to end the hole with a bogey. 1 over on the day for these gentlemen, as we'll head back now to Chase and Simon.
Tell you, those gentlemen need to find their happy place, and they need to find it quick for the rest of this day.
Yeah,
that was not the best putting.
Not great to start off on a bogey, especially a hole like this where they were so close. Hit a nice second shot. The gentleman in the shorts and the gray shirt, Wes and Carlos.
Yeah, they should be teeing off right now, and you see Chase and Simon down there. Pretty close to the green. Getting ready for their swings.
And some conversation between the two of them over there. Yeah, you can't go wrong. A beautiful day of golf here towards the end of May. It's graduation season. I know Lone Peak's got their graduation today.
Yep.
Lone Peak, the girls' team at least, just took state in golf. Their best golfer who won the tournament will be heading to BYU to play on their golf team
That's right.
next spring.
I've got a pretty good angle here.
I think the boys took state too. Could be wrong on that.
Lone Peak's got a good golf program, one of the best here in the state of Utah. One of their golfers I know
Mike Smith is up
Mike's next.
going. Smith coming up next. So you see him in the golf cart ride there. Mike Smith, one of our good friends here at Apollo Streams.
He's one of the owners.
One of the owners of Apollo Streams as well.
Saw Mike at the gym yesterday. I was talking to him for a second. Told him we were streaming this. He said he had no idea, but he's ready now. Let's see what he can do. He used to be my basketball coach. He'd always talk about how well he was doing in all these tournaments. Let's see if he can back it up now.
There he is right there, getting a wave to the camera. I hope they tee off. We'll head back to Chase and Simon, Wes and Carlos.
Seems like they've been over there for quite a while now. Let's see if they can get this at least on the green.
There's the chip. Looks like it will roll onto the green a bit far and past the hole. That one's going to roll to the back of the green. That one will be a long putt, but probably the best one that they've hit so far. As you can see the other ball right there towards the bottom of your screen. So here's the next shot. Can't quite see the ball where it went, but they're all walking, and so they're going to take their best ball there, and it looks like it's going to be that third shot.
So here comes Mike, and MJ is his partner today. See what they can do.
And we've got Ron Boone and Julie Fox, the other two. MJ, if I remember right, she might be on the women's golf team for BYU. One of the best golfers they have. She's from Mexico. Last name Berrigan, MJ Berrigan. They have. As we're back now after some technical difficulties, we'll see what we can get coming here. There's the view from the tee box. We'll head back to the green. The putters are out.
See what Chase can do here.
Good putt. Might have been a little bit strong right in the way of our camera. That looks like a good putt. He's going to sink it. A birdie putt from Chase. Look at how excited he is there. We'll see if we can capture this replay.
There we go.
Take a look. You'll see it. You'll see the celebration there from Chase. Just missed the putt, but there he is going to retrieve that ball. Great way to start the day for them. Birdie on hole number 1. Gives the salute to the camera, and as they're heading where we want. And they did a beautiful job over there. On the putting green, Chase was able to sink the putt.
Yeah.
It's the best putt I've seen all day. Then again, I've only seen 8 putts today. You got to look at the course.
Yeah.
Can't quite see us from where Apollo's filming, but head over to the tee box. We're getting ready for Mike Smith to tee off. Mike Smith played a couple of years in the NBA.
Yeah.
Played on the last BYU team to beat VCU before the team they have now. I'm getting the side angle here. Apollo again, par 4 here, about 376. The first shot from Mike Smith. Looking to see where it went. Don't see it.
Looks like a good swing, though.
Seems happy with it. There it
There's
is,
the
all,
ball,
all the
yeah.
way over there, slightly in the rough, but you'll take it if you're Mike Smith.
Good first hit for him.
That one may have actually been Ron Boone.
Yeah, that was Ron's hit. Sorry. Here comes Mike.
Wrong Jazz announcer. Ron Boone,
Yeah.
radio voice of the Jazz, alongside of David Locke, has been for years. Great duo over there. Boone doesn't get many words in with David Locke on the broadcast,
Nope.
but when he does, it's always able to provide some valuable insight. Here we go. Here's Mike. Hole number 1 sponsored by Drip Swag, apparently.
There's a bear on the course.
Oh, the
Good swing
beautiful
there.
drive from Smith. We're also receiving word that there might be a bear on the course.
Oh, it's a jazz bear.
Oh, the Jazz Bear. Okay.
There we go.
Makes us feel a little bit better. Trying to find that ball. Can't quite tell where it went. There we go.
Chase, if you're watching, yes, we do have your long putt on camera. If you guys want to check out any replays from today or anything, just head over to the Apollo Streams Junior Broadcasting app. You'll see it there.
Apollo Streams Network.
Or Apollo Streams Network app, excuse me. You'll see it all there. It's a good swing by Mike and Ron.
So yeah, apparently there's Mike and MJ right there. I think that is MJ Berrigan. Got the Mexico, got the
Yeah.
BYU. That is MJ Berrigan.
Nice detective work here by Cam Clark,
Thank you.
figuring out who our golfers are.
In fact, they were a little bit late for their interview on Sports Nation. They had to move around the show a little bit to accommodate them, but they got in as they'll head up to
Nice.
the green tee box
Yeah.
for the ladies to hit in MJ and Julie.
Fun fact about Mike, he's very much a multi-sport athlete. He was ranked top 5 in the nation while he was in high school as a quarterback, playing football. Of course, played for BYU for basketball and in the NBA. He also got invited to play for the Olympic volleyball team while
Really?
he was playing in the NBA, and now he's a golfer.
There you go. Insight you'll only receive here on Apollo Streams. We make sure to get to know our golfers. We'll see if we can get the tee shots here from the ladies. Get a bit of a different camera angle for this tee shot. Instead of the right behind, we'll go to our main camera as there's Berrigan. From here, I believe last time I checked it was 272
Sounds about right.
to the green for Berrigan.
I'll switch to mine. Someone's about to hit.
I'm trying to look up the distance here as we await the hit from Berrigan. Mike Smith, MJ Berrigan might be the pairing to watch here today.
Oh, for sure.
Like you were saying, Mike Smith doing pretty good on the links. And you got Berrigan, who's on the BYU women's golf team.
Looks like she's going to switch to a different club here.
It is 272 from the greens. She She's pulling out the rangefinder.
Yep.
If she could hear us, we could tell her right now it's 272. I mean, how hard can it be? Looks like she's going to stick with the driver, though. You wonder with a swing like hers, how close she's going to be able to get it over there to the green. Just a guess here, but as the most professional golfer of the four, I'm thinking they're going to be taking MJ's ball.
Let's see.
Oh, beautiful shot there by MJ.
There we go.
Oh, but right in the bunker. It is the closest one so far, though. A little bit brutal there for MJ. MJ standing for Maria Jose from Morelia, Mexico. Prepped at Prepa Anahuac, Morelia in Mexico.
After they hit, maybe switch to Caleb's camera.
Here's Julie Fox here. Did not see where that one went. Julie seems okay with it.
Yeah, looked like a pretty. It's like Mike and Julie are gonna, or Ron and Julie are gonna talk it over, as Mike and MJ are gonna go. And up in the tee box, I believe we have two more golfers ready, but I think we'll stick with Mike and MJ here, so they go to find their ball.
You know, MJ, before BYU, she was second on Mexico's junior rankings. She's a sophomore right now. Her best finish this year, she actually won the USF Invitational. Placed first, shooting at a score of 1 over. Looks like we almost got hit from behind here on hole 9. But MJ, lowest 18-hole score, shot 68, so 4 under. The Red Raider Invitational, San Diego State Classic, and the Dr. Donis Thompson Invitational. There you see they're walking over. Looks like they may be going with MJ's ball.
Yeah.
MJ drove the farthest out of the 4 of them. There you can see Caleb right there, MJ pointing to her ball. MJ actually the runner-up of the 2025 Women's Mexico Amateur Open. One of the best golfers in the country, hoping to represent the Olympic team at the 2028 Olympics when they come to LA.
Two very accomplished athletes right now hitting.
Now you can see the shot from behind the green. You zoom in a little bit right there. Well, that's a little bit too far. Well, you can see MJ and Mike right there. We'll zoom in a bit closer. There you can see just kind of talking the shot over as they wait for Julie and Ron to head over there. They're going to be dipping down into the bunker, so we're going to go to the back camera angle here. Get a little bit of a better view. You can say hi to Caleb right there.
Yeah, it's definitely not the easiest shot, but see what they can do.
If you can get down and up out of the bunker, if you can salvage a par here, you know, a good chip shot here can get you maybe close to a birdie. One of MJ's strengths, as she talked about on Sports Nation, was her iron game. So we'll see if she can get something going with the sand wedge. Bit of a tough angle from this camera. We'll head back to the green side camera. Looks like they're dropping outside of the bunker. And here's the shot from Julie. Good little chip shot. It's going to rest on the green. Nice shot there. Will be about 15 feet for a birdie putt. Here's Ron's shot. practice swing. Fooled us a little bit there.
Yep.
Okay, here he goes. That one's a nice chip shot. Will lay up just long. Better shot of the two, though. There's our guy right there. Good old Michael Smith. I wouldn't be shocked if Mike hold it out here.
Let's see.
Shot up. Oh,
Ooh.
just to the right of it.
Good attempt there.
Looked really nice. Ron got the better shot out of the two Jazz broadcasters. But there you can see MJ walking up, looking, trying to read the green. It may just be me because I'm at BYU right now, but even with Mike Smith in the group, I think I got to take MJ out of the best golfer of the four here.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
I mean, did Mike ever take second in the 2025 Women's Mexico Amateur Open? I don't think so.
It's fair.
Good shot right there. Oh, almost hold out.
Good hit there.
Let's take a look at this replay. See, right there, bounced just to the left of the flagstick. Beautiful shot there from Berrigan. Yeah, nice greenside view as Ron Boone drops the ball. Right in his hands. Gotta make a better play than that. Berrigan kind of sizing it up for Julie Fox. And we saw putts from a similar spot here from the first group that we saw from the Utah Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Julie's saying she thinks it's going to break left. Look at that. We got an entire line out there reading it. Ron Boone standing in the back, not sure what to do at this point. Mike Smith trying to get a good read on it as well.
Can't look that line of sight anymore.
Experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties right here, but we'll stay on this camera. It's the best angle we've got right now. Get a little bit of a slow motion of this putt. Looks like it's going to be just to the... Not sure if you can hear the plane right above us, but...
Switch back to
Oh, lips out just barely. You know, it's kind of a cool shot there, even though it is lacking. We've got a new group coming up as we await the putt from Berrigan. Head back, look at the putt from Berrigan. It's going to be a little bit slow.
Caleb's up.
All right, and we're back. Looks like we've got, I believe it's Savea.
I think it's Sala up now. Severity.
Sala, my bad. Let's see what she can do here.
I was just saying that you needed to move back. It wasn't connected because there was no line of sight, so we couldn't see when they were putting pretty much. I mean, we saw like half of it, but then it disconnected, so just make sure you stay with the direct line of sight.
Good shot there as it's coming right up the freeway. Freeway, my bad, the fairway. You can see running to retrieve the ball. Looks like that ball got shanked. There's the cart path right there. Got a nice paved cart path here too. Thanksgiving Point does it right.
Yeah, nice course. Perfect weather, good conditions, as you see Sala and RC there. It's,
Some other dude.
yeah.
Don't quite know his name, but there they are in the cart path. We'll switch to our camera angle here. Oh yeah, beautiful. Let's capture a replay of that. You can see the car coming from behind as well. Beautiful action shot. You're admiring the shot from Sala. Another shot up there in the fairway as well. We'll see which one they decide to take. The one Sala hit looks to be a little bit further left. Again, the green, not quite dead on. A little bit to the left. I believe the term is a dog leg in golf. Dog legs left, maybe.
Yeah.
Not a golfer.
Sounds about right.
But I feel like when I watch golf, that's what they talk about.
Yep.
So we've seen three pairs or foursomes, excuse me, here on hole one. First pair or foursome bogeyed after they three putt, which was a bit brutal for the Utah Sports Hall of Fame. Then we had the group with Mike Smith, MJ Berrigan, Ron Boone, and Julie Fox. We've got a house driving on the freeway now.
Yep.
Here's the shot, and that one's doesn't seem too happy about that. Almost looks like we've got a pair over on the opposite side of the bunker. Maybe they're going to play two balls here. Looks like they are. We'll see if we have a camera angle of where they're hitting at. We don't right now.
There we go.
Seems pleased with that shot as he heads back to the cart. Ooh, shanked that one.
E.
I can tell you right now as that one heads to the bunker, that is not the ball that they will be taking.
Nope. Not the best.
Head back to Caleb over there on the north side of the green. Thanksgiving Point located here in Lehi, Utah, one of the fastest sitting growies. Wow.
Whoa.
One of the fastest growing cities in the state.
Yep.
Just surpassed my hometown of Sandy, Utah for the 5th most populated city in the state of Utah.
Yeah. It's a perfect location too, just 2 minutes off the freeway here.
You see him there just to the left side of the green. We'll see what these guys are able to do over here. Looks like they're down in the bunker. See if they can get up and out. Bunker shot's always tough.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it up and out. That's actually
Shot
a
there, yeah.
great shot out of the bunker. Capture a replay of that and view that one in just a moment.
Looks like we have Ross set to hit off up at the tee box as we take a look at this replay.
Go to this angle right here. Look at that.
Yeah, good hit out.
Beautiful hit. Great camera work as well.
Setting up a potential bogey,
Couldn't ask for much more.
or a potential birdie, excuse me.
Go back to the green side camera. Sala's got the putter in the left hand, or in the right hand, excuse me, the iron in the left. Looks like these guys are playing two balls. Looks like he has the putter right there. Putts, that one's going to be way too hard all the way to the back of the green. Not what you want to see there for RJ. Look at this, we've got a ball right in front of us. How lovely.
I think that was either Ross or Tim who hit that one. Came pretty close to us. So I think this is Tim here, set to hit off. Or excuse me, I think this is Greg Fisher.
Greg Fisher with a nice drive. This one's going to be somewhere. Right out there. You can see the carts of those players head over to Greg's ball. Right there, nice shot.
Yeah,
Right on the back edge of this part of the fairway.
got one of the better shots we've seen all day.
Yeah, we'll
Greg Fisher.
head back to the green now as we take a look at some of these putts. I believe this is RJ right here.
Seems like that was Kurt Fisher, not Greg
Kurt Fisher. I'm going to blame that one on Teague.
And I will blame that one on Apollo.
Ah, there we go. That's probably a better person to blame. Just missed the putt from RJ. Oof. Bunker shot there from whoever was on the tee box. See if he can sink this putt for par. No, it's going to be just long. Looks like they'll be tapping in for bogey, but she missed the putt. We'll give him the bogey. We'll say it's close enough.
Yeah. It's,
You can see our view right there as they head off to their ball.
it's another group struggling with the putting today so far. Is they're going to come right up to us. I believe this is Ross and Tim here.
So I want to see them play that ball. It doesn't look like they're going to, though. Give us a nice view. Be able to see exactly where they are. But as that other group finishes with a bogey, scorecard on the day for the groups we've seen, we've got the group with Chase at 1 under, the group of Mike Smith, MJ Berrigan, Ron Boone, and Julie Fox at even, and the other two groups at 1 over. They're almost shot number 2 if they can land it on the green. I like the vibes of this group. Seems like they're pretty good. I think they've got the ability to maybe birdie to tie it up with the group with Chase and Wes and Carlos, I think the other name was. Forgot their names, but there's a nice hit over to the green. That one's going to land in the bunker, though. Maybe just long. It's our next shot over here. See where this one goes. Right there, can't quite tell where it's at. Maybe landed in the bunker.
Again.
A white hat, I believe. This was Fisher. Maybe sending that one just long at the backside of the green.
Yeah. The best ball so far, I believe.
We'll round out the group here. Enough with the practice swings. Let's get to it.
There we go.
That one's going to land on the green. Finally getting on the green. It's going to be a tough birdie putt here. I think the play, they're going to try and lay up. You can see the green kind of goes up there, up and to the left.
Yeah.
So they're going to try and putt it. So you just got to get it close to the hole and see if there's any action that you can get. Hopefully knock it in for par.
Okay, after this next group hits the tee box, let's rotate you guys.
Next group set to hit is Brian, Dave, Josh, and Caitlin. I believe they're going to wait for a little bit before they tee off, so this group, I believe it's Ross, Tim, and Fisher. They're going to head over to the green. Just picking up their balls.
We're heading to the tee box now. Got a pretty good group. Like to say hello to our two viewers. Watching right now is there's the first drive from this group. And I can't quite tell where it went. The angle Paulo's showing the camera looks like he may have shanked it just to the left.
Yeah.
Behind the trees where we can't see it.
Well, not the best hit there from Brian, but we'll see what Dave can do.
Got the geese flying above. Greg Fisher, or Kurt Fisher, excuse me.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got the power on it. Gonna wind up just a bit shorter than his teammates right there. Look at this putt and then head to the tee box. We've got Caitlin. Let's see if they happen at the same time. There's the putt. Oh, Caitlin hit it down the fairway somewhere. Putt was too
Good
long
hit
though.
right there.
Yeah. Putt was a bit too far though. Looks like they're going to be going with that close ball and they're going to, ooh, just missed the par putt.
I'll switch to Apollo real quick.
Good hit from Caitlin right there.
Oh, too late.
Looks like they're just going to pick up the ball and say they were close enough for par.
Yep.
And they'll be moving on to hole number 2 here at the Thanksgiving Point Golf Club tournament. Some notable names throughout the state of Utah. We've already seen Mike Smith, Ron Boone, BYU golfer MJ Berrigan. The only names I've recognized so far, but they were all in the same grouping.
Yeah. I think Lemma's here somewhere, Lemma Harrington.
Lemma Harrington, we've heard rumors Kyle Van Noy is going to be here today.
Yep.
Got a Lemma's brother as well. Both play football for BYU, so
Yeah.
at least 3 BYU football players. Guy's got a nice shirt coming up to Apollo. Apollo's networking a little bit there with the men on the tee. The guy in the red hat, he's circling back, trying to figure out which ball they want to take. Looks like they're going to go with the one just north of the cart path marker.
I believe that was Caitlin's ball there. She had a good hit.
Women off to a strong start today.
Looks like that's Brian there in the blue shirt. Cart's a little bit in the way. He'll chip that up.
That one's going to land on the green. That's a pretty nice shot there. Still rolling back. That one's going to be makeable for birdie. Beautiful shot there by Brian. Wish we had like a golf clap button where we could just insert the golf claps.
Yeah, that was good. Brian's first hit off and shanked it, went off to the right, but that was a good way to salvage it. Chip right into the green.
It's always nice here when you're playing the foursome. If you shank it, you got to rely on your teammates. Hopefully they come through. In this case, they did.
Let's see what Caitlin can do here now. Again, just behind that cart.
Next group is the K-Jazz group.
Looks like she may have shanked it a bit. But no, on the green, not terrible. You'll take that. So it starts to roll back, but looks like it'll come up just short. Brian's ball still the better of the four.
Comes Dave in the red hat. As Bob is up at the tee box, hitting off.
Dave is going to go just a little bit long. Here's Bob, though. Got the K-Jazz group on the tee box. See, Rachel, take a look at where this last chip came. Just not too happy with it. But this group's got a good look at birdie, excuse me.
Yeah.
Head back to Bob. On hole number 1. Here in Lehigh, Utah. Got a good looking swing there. Looking for this one to hopefully go around 235. There's the shot. I can act like I'm following the ball, but in reality I have no idea where it's going.
Yep. Well, looks like a good swing.
Seems happy with it. Take a look back over at the green. There's that ball that they'll be playing from.
Hoping for an eagle there.
I think this one might be a birdie.
Sorry, a birdie,
yeah,
excuse me.
Wrong bird.
Yeah.
Golf can get confusing.
A little bit.
Oh. Got lots of birds in golf. Got a couple of robins out here on the course today. We've got some geese flying above us.
Here's Mike.
Looks to be way left. I didn't see where it came. Go back and they sink the putt.
There we go.
Beautiful shot there. The fist pump to the camera. There's birdie number 2 on the day.
Let's follow the K-Jazz group all the way through, and then rotate. Text that to the Keith group.
Got the man Apollo was talking with a bit earlier. Didn't quite catch his name. That's a nice shot, though. Don't know where it ended up, but it looked nice coming off the club. Final golfer here.
I believe this is Keith right here. Set to hit.
Here's Keith. As Apollo, excuse me, as Teague was saying. no idea where that
I'm
went.
gonna assume that was a good hit. Seems pretty happy about it.
I do know we've got a ball right in front of us. But while we're looking at this, let's take a look again at this putt for birdie. Read it just perfectly as it
go.
lipped in. Got the celebration and everything, the point to the camera from Dave. Beautiful putt there. Great camera work there, too, by Caleb.
Yeah. First time streaming a golf tournament. It's been fun so far.
Has been.
Definitely challenging, but
See, you were saying you don't golf much. You watch golf at all.
Not much, no. A little bit of Happy Gilmore, but
Hey, there we
that's
go.
about it. Did watch a little bit of Masters this
Good.
past couple weeks.
Good to see Roy
Yeah.
get it done.
Yes, sir.
Trying to figure out which ball they're going to take.
Yeah.
Might be going with the one right here in front of us. He might be picking it up, though. Trying to decide which ball they want to take. And this is the K-Jazz group. Here we've seen 2 birdies, 2 bogeys, and 1 par
Brian.
from the 5 groups that
Paul
we've
was wondering
seen.
if you should just head over now.
You should hit it for us. Keith, you should hit it. Come on now.
Keith's not very confident in his game today.
You too, man. We'll see ya. Good luck today.
Keith's saying he's going to need all the luck he can get. Take a look towards the top of the fairway now as we see where they actually hit their best ball. Again, really tough to follow these balls coming off the tee.
Yeah.
What I grew up with.
Got Brian dancing over here to see if Apollo's got that on camera. You can see Brian in the red shirt over there. That's kind of where we're at. Looks like these guys were in the bunker over there, though. There's a shot. And not quite sure where that one ended up. Just walking back to the cart. Doesn't seem too frustrated with it, though.
Yeah.
Can't say I ever thought I'd hear the song Jump Around being played in the middle of a golf tournament, but
Yeah. Here we are.
here we are indeed. Here we go. Here's the shot from the bunker. Shot number 2 from this group. Oh, there was just a practice swing. Don't know if it was an intentional practice swing or not, but we'll take it.
See what he can do here.
There's the shot. Came out quick. That one's going to be long.
Yeah.
Right there on the edge. Best shot so far, but you wonder if it's going to be good enough.
Keith. That's Keith that's hitting it.
We got Keith that's hitting now. Keith with a nice shirt. Got the alligator on the hat.
Yep.
His fashion game's on point today. He's going to hit that, and that one's just not going to go anywhere. Keith talked about the luck he was going to need today, and didn't have the luck with him on that shot.
Nope. Definitely not the best ball out of the 4. Out of the 3, I guess.
They're going to drive back up, and as they drive up, we'd like to thank our sponsors for today. We don't have any right now, but here in the future,
The halftime ad.
halftime ad, here we go.
Arrive in style in a great fitting suit from Mr. Mac. We feature quality designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia, with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure a perfect fit, offering fast, free alterations by expert tailors at all 9 Mr. Mac stores. Arrive in style with Mr. Mac, serving Utah for over 50 years.
There's a nice golf cart. There's Keith's golf cart. Seems to be waiting. Oh, no, there's nobody in that golf cart. That's on me. There's Keith.
Caleb's. All right, Teague.
Yeah.
You want the tee box?
Sure.
You okay asking everybody their
Yeah.
names and stuff?
Yeah.
And like the order they're hitting in, just so.
Yeah.
And then was I standing in a good spot near the end?
Yeah. So you have to be on the other side, kind of in front of where the golf carts are right now, so that you can see the router perfectly. Okay.
Looks like they're going to be chipping it right here. See what action they can get.
It's all good. Man.
Finish up with par there. We've got Apollo joining us now. Apollo was filming on the tee box, so if there were good shots of the shots, you can thank him for that. If you weren't pleased with it, then it's his fault.
It's totally my fault. There was a couple off, I know that. Sometimes I couldn't find the ball. I had to watch it with my eyes and then look at the camera and zoom in, guessing where it would land. Not the easiest job, especially when it's going 100 miles an hour. I don't know how fast golf balls
Coming
go.
quick off the clubs for sure.
Across the course too, as they're teeing off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof, he
must have scuffed the ground there a little too much.
yeah, not gonna take that ball. Is looks like, are we going with? Oh, he's gonna re-hit it.
Yeah, okay.
Endless amounts of mulligans here in the tournament today.
There it is.
That's a beautiful chip.
He knows what he's capable of.
Looks
Second
like
time's the charm.
they're gonna be taking that shot a little bit closer now for birdie.
That guy looks like he has to be Kyle.
Keith seems like he's. See if Keith can sink it, salvage par for the K-Jazz group. See if Keith can sink it, salvage par for the K-Jazz group. And he does. Par as
Nice.
K-Jazz group takes par heading to hole number 2. Take a look at that replay. And here's that putt from Keith. Lines it up perfectly.
Boom.
Right against the flagstick.
That's nice.
Can't do much better than that, but for now, I'm heading to the green, and Paul, we'll hand it off to you. Caleb will join shortly,
All right, sure thing.
but good luck with the rest of the tournament, and
Thank you.
we'll see you soon.
See you soon, man. Well done commentating, too. All right, guys. It's a nice, not so windy, very sunny day here at the Thanksgiving Point Golf Course. We're just loving our time here. We're switching off where the cameramen are in order to just get our reps in and practice every position here in streaming. And we got no cameraman following that shot. My dad's just standing around. We're all switching spots right now, so I guess enjoy this. There's a little bit of movement, I guess. There's Teague, one of our best cameramen out here. Just getting ready, warmed up. He was just commentating for y'all, so hope you guys could enjoy that. Right now we have somebody teeing off. We don't know the name yet, but we will shortly. And it looks like we lost a camera. Back. I'm not seeing it. Bry? How do we add his... Oh, now it's back. Now it's back. Okay. And we're here back with Caleb and Apollo. So, I mean, I've been watching everyone tee off, hitting their drivers. For the most part, drivers. Mike Smith did not use a driver. I think he used a 3 or a 5.
Oh, he did. On that hole, they had 4 good looks at Point Lehigh, Utah. Streamed to you and brought to you live by Apollo Streams. Thanksgiving Point, about 60, 70 degrees out here. Sun is out, no clouds, birds are chirping. Beautiful, beautiful golf weather.
Absolutely.
So this next group coming up, beautiful drive. If they're able to sink that putt.
There's the.
But that's about whoever that was. We didn't get the names of this group.
Very impressive right there.
It's not looking like that on the web stream, just so you know. He commentates.
So 2 of them already hit their shots. Not sure where they are on the green. But he's setting up the shot over the bunker, so a little bit of a flop shot. You have to get it over, carry the bunker, and hopefully let it roll down the ridge and close to the hole.
He looks like he's preparing for.
And Steve and H.R. Brown already have driven. You can see one of their balls deep into the fairway.
Yep.
We feature quality designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia, with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure at all 9 Mr. Mac stores. Arrive in style with Mr. Mac.
All right. Sorry about those technical difficulties. We just had to resync a couple things, and so now we're back at it.
And we welcome you back to the AH Heritage Classic here in Thanksgiving Point, Lehigh, Utah. Wonderful weather, like we've discussed, beautiful golf weather. Good day to be outside filming golf. I wish I was playing, but you know, this is fun too.
Yep. And if you're just joining us, they're doing what's called a shotgun round, where they'll start off on different holes just because there's so many people in this tournament. So even though we're filming hole number 1 right now, we're actually probably filming, depending on everyone, probably like their 8th hole or even more at this point. So
yeah.
They're all plenty warmed up, I'd say. What would you say, Kid?
Yeah, this isn't the first hole for everyone, although it is labeled hole number 1. A couple of weeks ago, I played in a golf tournament myself, and I started on hole 14. And it was kind of weird because you finish on 18 and then you go back to 1, and you're like... But yeah, you can tell most of these guys are very...
He says something, I just gotta agree, because I don't have the experience to go against him.
Oh, well, we got a drive on hole 9 that ended up on hole 1's fairway.
That's impressive.
Right about here. As H.R. Brown is up to hit.
Here it is, the pitch.
Not sure where that ended up.
Oh, really well, actually. Look, it's rolling back now.
Okay, there you go.
Use the live.
Use the ridge.
Yep.
Just what we talked about. Beautiful shot from H.R. Brown.
It's like he's listening to the stream or whatever. That's amazing. He uses it to help him.
Yeah, he overheard me, I guess.
Oh, there's another.
Another one that looks real good. A little short. So that first shot by H.R. Brown. Looking at a good birdie putt as the other two. Gonna swing and get it close. That one's real short. Came up short of the green. And up at the tee box right now, we have got Team McGee and then Sam and Spencer teeing off. Team McGee will tee up first.
We'll film ya.
So it looks like they're going to take H.R. Brown's shot. It's going to be super close to the hole.
That's amazing.
Give it about 5-footer, 6-footer for birdie.
Yeah. Definitely doable right there.
Yeah, this
and there's
hole-
a birdie right there.
Hey!
Look at that.
Look at that. It's
You're so inspired,
a
kid.
good sign. Good
It's a-
sign for them.
He's hitting this putt. That's all that means.
The birdies are out.
Yep.
But yeah, we've seen, especially with Mike Smith's group, they put one of their shots right exactly at this point, and none of them were able to sink that putt. Maybe we can get a better look at it, but it goes right and left. It breaks both ways, so it's very hard.
Oh.
It's very hard to keep that straight and sink that putt.
And that's hole number 1. That is supposed to be the warm-up hole, in my opinion. No, that's got to be a tough one for sure. It is a par 4.
We got Team McGee up to hit next on hole number 1. Left fairway bunker, almost rolled out of there. And back to the green.
All right.
Where we've got Dane, Steve, H.R. Brown, and Zach.
This is going to be amazing.
Trying to get it
I can
good.
feel it.
Yeah.
He's sizing it up, taking his time, making sure he understands the wind factors, even in a putt,
Yeah.
the lay of the field.
Yeah, most of these golfers you'll see on this hole spending a lot of time and helping each other try to get the exact rollout.
Mm-hmm.
But this putt is gonna roll, so you don't need to hit it super hard
Okay.
to get it to the hole. You kind of bank on this firm green here early in the morning to roll back down.
So a light tap. Just a gentle nudge in the right direction.
A
Oh.
lot of speed. You see it there. Catch that ridge, and it just continues to roll.
Yep.
And now they gotta. You need to get it closer. If you're not gonna sink any of these putts, you want to make sure you don't have a lot of work left.
Putts are stressful.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to make sure it's as close as possible. Don't overhit, don't underhit, so that if you miss the first one, it's by 3 inches.
Yeah, there you go. And then a little gimme after.
Uh-huh. If it were me playing, I'd say that's a gimme, 5 foot, 6 yard, whatever putt. But it wouldn't be. It'd probably be a 4 putt for me. I'm still working on it.
And here is Zach who puts it in.
Look at that.
Beautiful 5-footer. Feeds the ridge down and sinks it for birdie.
Nice.
Switch my
Another birdie on this. And rolling up in the carts for their approach shot will be Team McGee and Sam and Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Apollo? You golf a lot?
I started last year, and let's just say, as the real golfers say, I'm an amateur, but I would say amateur. I'd say rookie. I'm still trying to understand all the lingo, the vocab you guys use in golf, so forgive me if I say something That's not quite accurate. I'm just doing my best.
No, it's great.
First time commentating golf.
It's great. It's a little bit different.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Apollo streams. Us broadcasters will broadcast. We broadcasted a bunch of football games, high school football and high school basketball.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite going into the Masters? Just wondering, like.
Favorite golfer?
Yeah.
Well, of course, gotta love Tony Finau,
Yes,
local here in
yep.
Utah. I love Bryson DeChambeau. Do you know who that is?
Yes, I do. He has a YouTube channel where
Yes.
he tries to break 50 with lots of people.
There you go.
There we go.
That's how most people know him. As T. McGee here up for the approach shot. That one seems to be a little bit left.
There we go.
Unable to get a good look at that left part of the fringe and the rough over there, but you don't want to end up over there. But looks like you got a good bounce. Still a tough chip right there if they're going to end up
Yes.
on the fringe right there.
Golf is one of the most unforgiving sports of all time.
There you go. Good looking shot there from the second member of Team McGee.
Just a bit far, but it's an easier position maybe.
And it's so interesting with this hole. That shot is just inches away from rolling back down. As Sam hits it in the green side bunker, a little bit short. And Spencer, you're up next. A little bit of a difficult lie, but downhill.
Oh, yeah.
So they need to make sure they get all of it.
For you personally, oh, there's the shot. Let's see where it ends up.
Looks a little bit short, but I'm not sure. Didn't see it bounce onto the green. Yeah, and I think that ended up in the bunker or the rough, close to the bunker. But they'll probably go with that shot right there on the green. Nice little putt, downhill putt. But that chip next to it by Team McGee.
Started off.
Did we get some of that merch? Part of the tournament.
Yeah, we've been here.
So again, this downhill putt, it's going to feed a little bit left. And again, you're just going to want to tap this ball. We've seen those other groups. They give it a little bit too much, and that ball continues to roll
Yep.
down the hill.
All right, now is a crucial time when they're sizing up the hole, the distance, the lie, figuring out the slope,
Cam's laying down on the ground.
and where they're going to hit it. And Cam, we have Cam, our cameraman, laying down at the ground trying to get the best angle possible.
Yeah, giving us a great look.
He's doing a great job.
Zoom in, Cam. Oh,
Probably a little bit
Ball-
too much.
Yeah. I was going to say, if the ball disappears, it probably went in, but there it is.
There's a little bit of a slope right there that we can't see.
Yep. Oh, he touched the ball. No, I'm just kidding. I think there's a new rule now that you can move it back without taking a penalty, right?
they're playing where the other person's ball was.
Oh, that's right. They're doing. Is that a scramble?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
best ball scramble. So
Okay.
they all get to pick up their ball and put it where the best shot was.
Okay. That one was also a bit off. And that one rolled right instead of left like the other one.
Yeah, it looked like he had a good line.
Oh, they're all so close too.
And here we can get a better look at the hole. As Spencer's putt used that ridge downwards and able to end up pretty close to the hole as T. McGee rolls it. It'll roll, and it whips out. Beautiful read from T. McGee right there. Just an unlucky lip out.
What? That's one of the most devastating things in golf, too.
No.
Oh. Look at that one more time. Just rolls.
It was right there. Great read. As the other team member of Team McGee unable to put it through, and they're left with a 1-footer for par.
There we go.
So next up on the tee, as we finish off this hole with Team McGee and
There it is.
Sam and Spencer, as they drill it in for par. And we get a celebration from Spencer right there. But up for the is a Culver's group. We got Dan, Mike, Eli, and Spencer.
Nice.
And I believe Alema is with them,
That's exciting.
but not playing.
T's pushing it. Tell him to back up.
Look at those. Those were great drives. One's right in front of the first bunker. It's in a very good spot.
Yeah, very good spot, right below the hole. And then the other one just on the right side by those fairway bunkers. As here's Eli up to hit. Unfortunately, we don't have the ball tracers with our technology. Maybe one day we'll get there.
Yeah. We're working on that as we speak. We're thinking about just using our fingers to draw it out, but just point in front of the camera. That's where it is. There we go.
So the Culver's group, Dan, Mike, Eli, and Spencer, seems to me that they will take that very left shot up there by the greenside bunker.
Switch to mine if you want.
So we get a good look at them. Hey, thankfully they have carts. You know, most golf tournaments you have to walk.
Really? Oh.
Well, those are the pros.
Oh, gotcha. They prefer to walk.
Yeah,
right?
and they got a caddy, so.
So someone carries their bag for them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so that's easy. They're just walking and hit. No, it's not easy, but that's exciting though. Love this game. Even if it makes me cry when I leave. Makes me cry when I'm there. I always get hyped up to go. And then I always hit that one shot that makes me come back for more. I don't know how that works.
It's always the good shots that make you feel, hey, I should come back and golf.
Yeah, it's like I didn't even hit it good. I just hit it in the direction I wanted it to go for basically the distance I thought I could get it.
Yeah.
And there's like, all right, that's good enough for me. That's all I was asking for anyways.
So, wow, okay, they picked up, I believe, Mike's drive, and they're going to head over to the right fairway bunker, well, close to it on the fairway. Feel like they have a better look with that shot. Again, this is the Culver's group. So we got Dan. Looks like Dan up to hit. I believe they chose this lie because they don't necessarily have a bunker right in front of them. A little bit easier to feed down the ridge. But Dan found the bunker. So
That's impressive. That's what he needed.
that's usually where my ball ends up.
That's what he needed to show his moment of greatness. This is where boys become men. A bunker is not for the faint of heart.
No.
Here's the shot.
Looks like he caught it a little bit thin, but that is rolling, and it went onto the green. Not sure if it rolled off.
Actually, it rolled off
It
just
did.
a little bit. Yep.
Had a lot of speed. Came out of that hot.
The hard part about golf is I feel like I swing with the right amount of force. I just hit the ball, or I hit something just a little wrong there. There
Yeah.
you go. Another shot from them.
Beautiful shot from Eli, I believe. Should be near the green, if not on it, and he's rolling down the ridge. Beautiful shot.
Keep going. Keep going.
We need a little crowd here to clap for all these
Yeah.
good shots.
Yeah. Hey, we'll start. We'll get on that as soon as they hit a cool shot. That's like amazing. If someone gets like an eagle, wait, wouldn't that be a hole in one in this, or would that be a hole in two?
It's an eagle if you chip it in.
Okay. Okay.
But the Culver's group has a look at birdie. Looks like about a 6-foot putt. So we go back to the tee box where we have Casey, Bobby, Nick, and Corey.
A fantastic 4 over here.
I wish we were able to see their scores.
Right. Right. That would be so helpful.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot from Casey so far. He's been great off the drive.
Yeah.
And Corey's been great with the putts. So that's really all you need. You just need someone to chip it in, and they're all helping each other out with that, right?
Exactly. As I believe this is Casey up on hole number 1. Beautiful form.
That almost hit us.
Pretty close
we heard
to
it
us.
bounce somewhere behind us, so we were looking around like, where's it gonna land? And we hear it. We didn't see it though.
Almost got hit.
Wow.
Hard to see out here. The sun's in our eyes a little bit once those balls get up in the air.
And that, kids, is why you always wear a hat when you golf or commentate golf.
But back to the green on number 1.
Oh, scolded across.
Yeah. See, caught the face. And it rolled a little bit right. So hopefully they get a better look. But this next one, I believe this is Eli. Up to putt. Orange, he's got an orange ball for us so we can
Easier to see.
really track this down the green.
Oh, look at that. Oh, just too much speed again.
Skimmed past the hole. The ball took a look in the hole, but decided not to drop.
Not today.
Trying to look for Casey's drive over here. As here is Spencer by the Culver's group trying to birdie this hole.
Oh, just short. That's a very good one, though.
Yeah, great speed.
That is a good putt.
And you can really see how all of these golfers just tapping the balls when they're on in this ridge. That one skimmed past the hole as well.
It won't be hard for them to decide which one they're going to use, though.
So, yeah. So the Culver's group walking off the green with a par. Solid par there. And meanwhile, Casey, Bobby, Nick, and Corey, this group of foursome, look like they have a couple of shots to choose from right up here next to the fairway bunker.
Plenty of great angles. It all depends on the lie of the green and the lie of where they're at
Yeah.
and where they're able to go. a little bit like chess. You got to plan ahead. Where
Yeah.
you want to be, how can you get there?
And it seems like most of the golfers that have birdied or almost birdied and got a par have been towards the right side of the bunker. So you want to stay right on this hole.
Mhm.
You don't want to end up anywhere left when you're below the pin
Right.
next to those bunkers.
No, yeah, no. That would be hard. If you could pick a spot, where would you, of the bunker, would you rather be in the back, middle, or front of the bunker? Like, where would be the most difficult? Where would be the easiest spot to be in if you had to be in a bunker?
Personally, I like to be in the middle because if you're towards the front, you're on a little slope. So it's hard to angle your shot when you're standing weird like that. Like,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
so usually the middle is where people like to be, but man, if I could choose where I could put my ball, it'd be pretty good at golf.
Okay, yeah, yeah. That's true. And I hear one thing, but I'm kind of confused by it. When you're hitting out of the bunker, you're supposed to hit the like the sand as well, right?
Yes.
You're not supposed to just hit the ball?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well,
I
you're
feel like
supposed
you
to.
want to just hit the ball.
Yeah, that's what you'd think, but a lot of times because you're in that bunker, you have a lot of cushion with that shot.
Okay.
So most of the golfers will do a full swing in the bunker,
Wow.
but since you're hitting with a wedge,
Mhm.
you get a lot of loft on your ball, so they full swing, but it goes up high into the air
Uh-huh.
and able to land on the green and stick. So that's why you're supposed to hit behind the ball, because
Gotcha.
you get a lot of cushion.
Mhm.
But if you were to hit the ball in the bunker, it would shoot out.
Okay, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I gotta practice my shots, that's for sure.
So
They're coming over here looking for the ball.
We only heard it. I don't know where it landed. Sorry.
Somewhere behind us. They're wondering where the ball went, the one that almost hit
I
us.
walked and looked for it. I couldn't see it. I'm sorry.
I believe that was Casey or Bobby's drive trying to look for the ball.
We won't name names, but in case you're Bobby. did it.
Hey, maybe I'm wrong.
They're the culprits trying to get us. They didn't want to be recorded or something. No, just kidding. They're amazing people. Great friends.
But they do have two great shots up there
Absolutely.
to the right with Nick and Corey.
And
They'll be able to hand pick one of those.
for sure. Let's skip to that right now. There they are. Which one would you pick?
It looks like Nick Sly. A little bit better in the fairway, and yeah.
Yeah,
So-
because it's a little more in the middle.
Yeah, they're gonna
Okay.
take Nick's ball.
Okay.
And that should be about the same exact shot we had from the previous group, the Culver's group.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because we were able to see, I believe Eli from that Culver's group
Mm-hmm.
feed it down that ridge, and they were unable to sink that birdie putt, but they had a good look at it.
Right.
So I believe Corey up to hit about 100 yards from the pin.
Look at that hit.
Great loft,
Wow.
able to get it pin high. So difficult putt. That's going to be
For sure.
very
For
hard
sure.
to gauge the speed they want to putt that. But good luck nonetheless.
Switch to mine, then when they hit, switch to.
And Nick chunked a little bit of that one, so that's going to end up short.
Get ready to switch it to the left one after he hits.
So I believe here's Casey, the lefty. Haven't seen a lot of lefties today.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was going the wrong direction when I first saw him swing.
Beautiful form. Looks like he got too much of that. Well, let's just say it ended up somewhere right there.
There we go.
Switch back.
As here is Bobby. The last one out of the 4.
The only one who can save the day now.
Switch left.
Didn't get all of that one, and he's going to end up short. Exactly
yeah.
where Casey went. So they have a good look with Nick's shot. Be about a 20, 25, 30 footer for a birdie look.
Mm-hmm.
Stay on cam. Stay on cam.
I know my cameraman.
Got to give a shout out to Cameron Clark and Teague Johnson on the cameras. We've got Teague on the tee box, number 1, and Cameron down here on the green, giving us good looks at the putts.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, my name's Caleb, and I'm here with Apollo. Doing our first golf tournament with Apollo Streams.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Learning how to commentate golf is definitely a learning curve for me. Caleb was born to do this, so that's why I'm grateful to be partnering with him right now. A complete natural.
Hey, you're not too bad yourself. You've never golfed before. Oh, maybe once or twice.
Yeah, a few times.
He is.
And we can't forget about Brian Oakes, our producer here, running everything.
Yep. Doing a great job.
To get a good chance at it.
There it is.
Good speed.
There. Oh, just go right. Oh,
Great
that's amazing
speed
still.
from Nick, yeah. As that's a good look at a par. But I believe Casey up
Casey
next.
wants the birdie.
He wants the birdie. Last chance at birdie for this group.
I just drove it right down the center of the fairway.
Casey, that looks like to be a little bit much. It's gotta settle. But they'll use Nick's, and that one looks to be like a gimme.
Yeah.
So
4 chances especially, so.
should be a par for them, but
There it is.
up next, on the tee box, we have Matt, and one of them, as we get a look at this group coming up on the fairway bunker, one of them ended up in there. So he will gladly run and pick up that ball and go put it up close to the green.
Hey, I would do that too, but I actually might want to hit it out of the bunker just to get my reps in and then pick it up.
Just to get some practice. So our 4th group here
What were you saying, Dad?
on hole number 1
Okay.
with Matt, Ty, Micah, and Courtney. Started at hole 8. This is their 11th hole here at the tournament. And by the looks of these shots, I believe they got a good score on the scorecard, if I were to guess. Looks like they'll take the one close to the greenside bunker. That's about a 315-yard drive.
Wow.
Absolutely smoked. If you had 4 shots at this, Apollo, do you think you could get on the green?
4 shots?
4 shots over this bunker.
I could totally get it. Sometimes it takes me 3.
By the
but
4th
4?
shot.
Yeah, I'll get one out of the bunker. I'd get one on the green. I don't know. My odds just go up, even if I'm bad at golf, you know?
Yeah.
Just got to get better.
All right, After he hits it, switch it to Cam's camera.
So I believe here was Matt. Looked like a good shot, and yes,
Yeah.
it was. They've got about a 4-footer for birdie. Look, as of right now.
Switch to mine.
Maybe they're even debating, do we even need to hit?
So yeah, about a 50-yard approach shot for this group. Still discussing what to do next with their next 3 shots they have.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a group waiting to tee off. Brady, Thomas, Josh Boyler, Bean Barrett, and Weston, as we await this first group.
Swapping recipes.
What do you think they're discussing, Apollo?
You know, there could be many things going on. I mean, this is golf. They could be talking about their barbecue they have later tonight. They could be saying, like, should I hit it high and left or high and right? Should I skull it across? Flop shot? How do I do a flop shot? What is a flop shot? Basically, all of the above. It could be any of those options. What would you say they're talking about?
Could it be any of these conversations? You know, I believe they're talking about the barbecue later tonight.
Yeah. Y'all see that shot in the...
So, looks like Micah Miles up here to hit it next.
And we'll see where that went in a moment.
Switch back.
Well, they might as well just stick with the first one right there.
Yeah, those are both great
They
looks.
are great. It's still rolling back. Oh, it's done now. But I have seen great shots where they roll back all the way, and I don't get how that works.
I believe they'll take I think it was Matt's shot
Mm-hmm.
that ended up close, below the pin. A little bit easier putt because you're going uphill.
Uh-huh.
You can hit it a little bit
Right.
more firm. So we'll see which ball they decide to choose.
Which one would you prefer? Go uphill or downhill?
I choose this one where you're going uphill a little bit.
Okay.
I usually overhit my putts and end up soaring past the hole.
Gotcha. I either soar past the hole or I barely tap it and it goes nowhere.
Text Teague and tell him to head back.
Looking at these putts and barely missed that one just right at the pin.
Yep.
So hopefully they were able to read the green a little bit better here with that shot. It's always nice to have shots in front of you because then you can see what the green does.
Right. That way you can adapt and adjust. All right. I think he's going to be hitting it too hard if that's how he really swings. There we go. Perfect.
And it goes. Sinks it
Perfect.
for birdie. The 4th birdie today on this hole. Has Ty Hansen able to sink that putt.
Close it up.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here on Apollo Streams. We'll see you next time.